And he has internet, so he could watch videos.
Yeah, probably does.
Yeah.
Do they expand outside in that, you
No.
know, that
No.
It just came on,
area
but
behind?
It was pretty much contained in
sometimes it takes longer,
Is
and
it?
sometimes it just pops
It'd
right
be
up.
really short, it'd be tight down there anyway.
It could be. There was probably 15 people there, so it wasn't too bad. It'd be nice if they had an outdoor area.
Yeah. There really isn't.
Hi, Commissioner Stacy.
I don't know where you put it.
They did.
People come in with growlers and get them filled?
36 clients.
Can't complain.
Other than we need more rain than we're gonna get. But I think people are. I think that's what they're doing.
Never enough of that, is there?
Do you want to sign? There was
that not signed?
No, not his. Maybe I took the file away.
It's what happens in town.
It
I'm telling
was.
you,
I mean,
it's
there's
just
had to been about
Well, it's
500
fine.
people in downtown.
To the cameras on.
We were asked.
All right.
Page 2.
There's been times when
In Madison, of
500
course, that's
people
always
downtown
the
would take you 10 weeks, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
On a Friday night or Saturday night?
Unless it was
was
sidewalk
it?
sales.
Was it Saturday? Saturday
We're
night?
not tabbed, I don't sign.
Do you all remember the bicentennial celebration when they did the dropping of the bar and did?
Yes,
That place was jam-packed that
yes.
night.
Okay, we'll call this commissioner meeting to order for Tuesday, July 31st. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in a short prayer. Heavenly Father, first of all, thank you for the bit of rain we're getting today. If you can open up the skies a little more, we'd appreciate it. We ask that you give us the wisdom that is only yours as we discuss the needs and wants of those people that we represent. We ask all this through your Son. Amen.
Can we add a brief moment of silence for Sheriff Neff, since
Sure.
he passed his funerals yesterday? Thank you.
Okay, I will accept the motion to approve the digital audio video recording of the previous board session held Tuesday, July 24th.
So moved?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Stacy?
Yes.
Commissioner Kushner?
Yes. Okay, any additions to the agenda here? I see we have Human Resource Assessment, 2019 budgets,
Got the Corsa annual meeting
Corsa. Okay,
and the NCOESC loan payment.
and then I wanted to briefly talk about Friday's meeting with the strategic plan for the south buildings.
And the,
Okay.
I'll add the District 5 Area Agency on Aging Annual Awards Program.
All right, well, let's begin with Corsa then.
Yes, their annual meeting is on August 24th at 9:30 a.m. down in Columbus.
Corsa is,
Our liability insurance, our consortium with other counties for liability insurance. Right now, we have listed as Commissioner Stacy as the representative and as an alternate Mike. So if either one of you want to go, since Shane's not on there, he's not allowed to go, or if he can go, he can not vote.
What's the date of it?
August 24th, and I've got till August 20th to let them know. So it just came in, figured I'd ask before I forgot. I put it on the calendar too.
okay, so we can
Yeah,
discuss this, you can go.
Actually not going to.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Friday,
Friday.
and I've got a commitment to be in Port Clinton for some things for a wedding,
Okay,
I think it's-
summertime, so, I mean,
As long as our schedule works out, I might take Kylie down and go, since she's getting into the insurance, so we just wouldn't be able to vote, but.
okay, North Central Ohio Education,
Yes, according to our agreement with NCOESC for the Justice Center loan payment, we had to have the final payment request due by the end of 2017. According to our contract, the first payment will become due 1 year after the submittal which the submittal was December 29th. Means it happened at the end of the year last year. I didn't get it budgeted for 2018, but we'll probably have to make the payment in 2018, so.
And how
just
much
wanted
is
to-
that payment?
50,000 for 10 years. And, just going through some paperwork, I noticed that, so I figured, to let you know what, I'll get money around and,
So that'll be a movement of money at the next meeting, okay?
yep.
Okay. District 5, Agency on Aging.
Just a heads up, we probably all got a copy, I'm not sure, but it's
Yeah.
on August 23rd, it's a Thursday at 2. We need to make sure we have a representative there, so.
We have an individual who is getting on board from Seneca County, as
Yes.
I recall.
Yes, we do. So we should
Could
do
you prepare a proclamation?
So I didn't know if someone,
Okay, so we're gonna prepare a resolution congratulating that individual.
yeah.
And August 23rd, where and what time?
2 o'clock in Mansfield,
Mansfield?
Ontario.
Okay, close
technically,
enough.
Yeah,
All right.
we just need somebody to commit to going, and I think.
August 23rd, that's a Thursday,
Okay.
obviously, 24th. All right. Okay, Dave, has anybody specifically planned to be there?
That's the only thing that's on
That's on there.
Anything else on the calendar that day?
there. Nope.
You know, of?
So,
All right, I'll go. Thought we got a letter last year on that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. And I've gone in the past, I just, like I said, I don't know where we're gonna be with stuff.
Okay.
Peaches, I don't know.
I'll commit to go with that one. Okay, building committee, I just wanted to let everybody know that, may not know, that we actually have a building committee meeting to a strategic plan on Thursday prior to our planning meeting on Friday for the south end. And I wondered, are we bringing in our strategic planning moderator on Friday?
No, it's CT Consultants.
That's the
Okay.
one we talked about,
But,
Ski.
right, but
Yeah.
I thought that maybe we ought to include this in the overall plan as part of that strategic planning package that we have. Buildings and grounds were one of the specific categories. It would seem to me to rather have two separate things. I know that we have a different subset, if you will, for the buildings on the south end, but it's still part of the buildings overall. If we're gonna put dollar amounts to repairs and maintenance and preventative maintenance, it ought to be, at least my way of thinking, it ought to be part of the entire county, of the buildings downtown and the buildings out there, so we have a number rather than having a couple of numbers. So I thought it might be a good idea to invite her if she's available.
Yeah, it's going to be a open meeting, so
Right.
we have, anybody who's interested, I would encourage them.
Okay.
If they have a vested interest, and if she's interested,
And
that's
it-
fine. Anything that continues to move us forward and get us into a place where we can put together a
Right.
capital budget, I think is a good idea. So-
I just saw her specifically because that'll be a matter of discussion when we meet again for the strategic.
Context, yeah.
Okay. All right, and I think those are all we had on, so we go to human resource assessment.
Yes, I had brought it up a couple weeks ago, and I think you wanted to have a chance to review the agreement we had to do some human resource assessments. It was a not to exceed for 5,000. I did send the contract over to Derek just for his pre-approval. He's approved it and signed it. Just wanted to see if you guys had a chance to review it. I think you guys were pretty much on favor. Just wanted a chance to review the contract, so.
Any other discussion about that?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to start. I think it's a good place to start, and we can kind of groping around for a way to begin this process and this conversation. I think this is a good one.
Josh or Julie, anything to add to that?
No, I know that you talked to us about it and the approach, and I think it'll be good to see what kind of feedback we get.
Okay, perfect.
Any comment?
All right,
I have one announcement that I can throw in here. Susan Howard has accepted law librarian. So
wow.
we have a new law librarian, and it's going to be Susan Howard, extremely well qualified and connected in the Bar Association, so I expect really good things there. So our congratulations to Susan, and we had a number of nice applicants, and Susan is obviously eminently qualified.
It's nice to have council be the law librarian, my goodness.
She's licensed, but not insured.
Okay, before we get into budget, let's do this Vine Alley hearing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what we need to do with it,
Call
but,
the hearing
Hmm?
to order.
Yeah.
okay, so we'll call it here, the Vine Alley, vacation, in Melmore, Ohio, we'll call that to order.
Sign in sheet. Okay. I don't know if you wanna go over what happened at the viewing, if there's
Well,
any-
we saw we reviewed.
It rained.
Yeah, State Route, it's basically, it stood in the rain. Basically, State Route 67 northeast, I guess, just on the edge of Melmore, and there's a individual, Schaefer. Mr. Schaefer is building a house, and it's kind of landlocked because unless he gets permission to use the alley. The trustees have no problem with it, the surrounding landowners have no problem with it. The commissioners at this point, had no problem with it. He needs that approval to get approval from his bank because they need to show the accessibility before he can start to build a house there. I don't know if there's any more to say than that.
Trustees are in favor of vacating the alley,
Yeah,
so
trustees are in favor of it.
Vern Shell House was there. Is that?
So is the engineer.
And so is the engineer was there as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Is anybody here?
Anybody here have any thoughts or comments about that? Okay, so, we have a separate motion for this?
Yep, we prepared an accepting or rejecting, so
Let's
it's,
go with it. Why don't you just read the rejecting one? No. Read both, no, go ahead. Read the accepting one.
okay, a resolution granting the vacation and abandonment of Vine Alley located in Township Plat Volume 1, pages 13 and 14, Village of Melmore, Ohio, Eden Township, County of Seneca.
Okay, so I will accept the motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Stacy?
Yes.
Commissioner Kirschner?
Yes. Okay,
We get to
2009.
tax it now, Julie.
I'm sorry?
We get to tax it
Oh,
now.
and it sounds like a house too. She doesn't miss anything.
Right. Oh, it's all down there writing stuff down.
Okay, 2019 budget is on the agenda.
Yes, Shane had brought it up last week to start some discussions on a timeline, and, thought maybe, we could maybe move up the timeline a little bit. I went through the calendar, just kind of a timeline, what I thought maybe we could do, if we could get it done a little bit earlier, potentially passing budgets, before Thanksgiving. I've got potentially November 13th. The budget commission before that would be November 6th. So I'm sure at the next meeting at budget commission, we'd ask if, that we could start reviewing 2019 revenue and hopefully have
Have a number by
a
then.
number by then. I've got, send out the request, I can send out the request before the end of August, get them back October 1st, and we'd be ready. So that kind of gets us a little, gets us out of the rush in December, and, because it always seems like we're kind of scrambling in December, so.
Auditor, how we tracking to the certified number this year?
Sales tax came in pretty good, but I didn't look at we're busy balancing month end when I walked out. So, it's, based on what we saw last month, we were just ticking down a % on the estimate, so.
Okay.
We're doing pretty good.
So you said,
So buy local.
And not during the sales tax holiday.
Certain things, certain
so
things.
you said end of August,
Don't
and
even
you have
mention
things
what
to
day
use,
that
Stacy.
is.
That I would send out the requests
Due in.
for budgets and due October 1st. And that would give us, a month to get them in the spreadsheet, get it for you to look at. The only thing is, if we want to do, I think hearings were suggested at one point, or
Yeah.
maybe just letters. Usually there's no increases, but I mean, we've done before that if any department has a substantial increase or needs something, that they would either, at least explain it in a letter, come in, so.
Yeah, from my standpoint, if somebody has a deviation, I'd like them to send an explanation. I mean, a significant deviation. And if that's not adequate for us, then we'll have them come in and we'll have a conversation, unless people object to that.
No, I think in the past, we've always asked them to plan to come in if they were requesting more.
Yeah, I think so. Do we have a choking point of that? I mean, is it 5% more, 10% more? Is there any number that you?
I'll know it when I see it.
Everybody's like this, right?
I mean, we
Depends on the department.
We can even say they can come in for a hearing if there's a variance to the budget or not. I mean, I guess that many counties, at least that I've spoken with, do actually have hearings on the budgets, especially when there's a deviation from the previous year or variation from it. Okay, so let's send them all out and see what we can make a decision based on what comes back.
Have we ever done a capital budget? I mean, we have a lot of spending priorities, now that we're out of the shadow of the Justice Center, and we're not, putting money aside, we've got a number of priorities, and I just don't know how we prioritize capital budget items.
We have done it informally. We've talked in advance about what we knew was coming up so that we would put money aside, voting machines, for example, and that kind of thing. But no, we have not done a formal capital budget. I think that the result of our plan on Friday and the result of some of the building committee stuff and probably some of the infrastructure stuff and maybe some of the technology stuff would all be part of that formal process. It's not a bad idea.
I can send out maybe a spreadsheet asking departments if you have any anticipated.
Yeah, even
Or something, or-
even a wish list that we're
Yeah.
not aware of. I mean, we kind of talk in building committee about what has to be done,
Right.
what we'd like to have done,
Sure.
and what's on our Christmas list.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good process to go through. Okay, new business, supplemental appropriations and the like.
I have a supplement to the permanent appropriations to the maintenance and repair fund, putting $50,000 into its contract projects. I've got a supplement to the permanent appropriations to the Justice Center operating fund for $14,400. That is for the clean team contract that we have on the agenda, putting in line. I have a supplement to the permanent appropriations to the general fund, putting $34,000 into contract services. This is for the maintenance line, the utilities. This is in preparation for us taking back over the utilities from Job and Family Services.
Okay.
I have a supplement to the permanent appropriation to the real estate fund, putting $2,000 into travel and expenses. I have an appropriation, supplemental appropriation for the 2018 Seneca County Township Road Reconstruction Program, OPWC Issue 1, Round 32, project number CP06V. It's putting $1,067,826.81 into contract services. I have a resolution accepting the bid of MP Dory for the 2018 LP guardrail project. Their bid amount was $317,365.90. And I have a resolution accepting the bid of M&B Asphalt for the Seneca County Road 19, County Road 39 pavement resurfacing. The total bid amount for that was $850,843.82. And then I have a resolution entering into contract with Clean Team authorizing Stacy Wilson, County Administrator, to sign.
Okay, anybody need any of these pulled out, any separate discussion? If not, I'll accept the motion to approve the supplemental appropriations and the bills.
So moved?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Stacy?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes. Okay,
Do you wanna show off the plaque that we got from the fair?
wow. This is presented to the Seneca County Commissioners in appreciation for your continued support and outstanding commitment towards the Seneca County Fairgrounds. And it was given to us by the Seneca County Agricultural Society 2018. Pretty stuff.
Yeah,
Did that at the ribbon cutting
it's very
last
nice.
Monday. Good week overall. Congratulations to all with the
Yes,
fair.
we'll decorate one of the hallways here.
Mike gets the award for number of lunches bought for his grandkids at the fair.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it says on the back.
The most money spent at vendors. Yeah. Okay, anything else, ladies or gentlemen? All right, the time has come for the fun part of the meeting. Any comments from the folks that are here?
I guess I'll start.
Yeah, Bill.
Bill Frankert, Adams Township. Hot off the press, about an hour and a half ago, we did pass a resolution. The resolution says, be it resolved by Adams Township, be it resolved by Adams Township trustees, by Township trustees of Adams Township to publicly declare the board is opposed to the creation of the Republic Wind Farm within our township. In cooperation with this stance, we respectively request the Seneca County Commissioners to rescind the AEZ.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right, so that resolution be put in the minutes here. Anybody else, anyone else? David, nothing to offer today?
Well, we had a good member briefing. What I think I'd like to do is set up a time where my staff and I could kind of present that. Shane was there. I maybe think that'd be a good idea, some good information. Just kind of bring the roadshow, bring it to here, kind of let the two that weren't able to be there kind of hear what's going on. So we're gonna I'll work with you over the next couple of weeks to set that up.
Okay.
And get the whole gang coming in and talking about what we're doing.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Good.
Your Honor, anything new in the court, in the Justice Center?
No,
No? How's the grass covered?
fine.
Okay, I guess we are 10:20 adjourned.